Всем привет, это Инна. Hi everybody, Inna is here. And today we will have an extraordinary class, ACI 1 class 6. And let's start with thinking about our motivation to do this class. Close your eyes and think about your life. Think about one thing you are happy with in your life. Think about one bad thing that you are facing right now. And what is your idea how you can keep this good thing and stop this bad thing? Think about what plan do you have? Do you think your plan will work? What are the chances that it will work? For how long do you think you can be happy, or at the very least in neutral period in your life? Do you know anybody who was able to fix it? And now think about the fact that here in these classes, you are getting this precious information about things that really work and how to make changes in your life to become an ultimately happy being. That can eventually stop even the death itself. And think that when the day will come, you will teach other living beings to do the same. Because you will learn the technique and use it. Go back to your breath. Open your eyes. I want to share with you one short video recorded today. I hope you will hear it.
Hello. Today's class is super exciting. Some of the most important ideas you're going to run into are here in this class. Ina is going to talk to you about the suffering of human life. And the important point here is that it's not just depressing to look at these. You can't solve a problem until you know what the problem is. And there's a brilliant description of what the problem is. So it's not just looking at problems, it's the beginning of a solution. And then the next thing that she's going to talk about is how you're going to get out of the problems. And the laws of karma, the laws of cause and effect, are one of the most important ideas you're going to encounter in these courses. And I wish I was here for the class because it's a fun discussion. But it will explain to you how you can create something that is both better than what you think you might deserve, or if done unintelligently, worse than what you think you might deserve. So I'm very excited for everybody who's going to get to look at these questions today, look at the answers, and I'm very much looking forward to being there with you guys tomorrow for class.
Sorry, translators. Believe me, he talks to me even faster. So what we are up to? We actually, in class 1, we have discussed about the book and the authors of this book. I get it in English. And this is the reading for ACI 1, 3 principal paths. Lamso Namso, about the authors, why they are so extraordinary beings. Class 2, we had the spoiler. Remember, what if? What will happen if you will practice this path? You can evolve, you can become another level living being. And we've got some spoilers in the class 2, why it is important to practice these 3 principal paths in order to become this extraordinary evolved human being called angels or enlightened beings in different religions and spiritual paths. Then class 3 was about a person who can guide us to practice this principal path and to study, because there is a lot of material, honestly, and you will need to give some time and space for these teachings if you are serious about it. And today, during today's class, you will understand that there is nothing else to want actually in this lifetime, if you understand the reality as it is. And class 4 was about authentic teaching and qualities of a student, what I should look like as a student to succeed. What teachings should I listen to and read, and which ones I should avoid? I would say 99% probably. Last class was about samsara, why it is good to leave it, why it is good to quit samsara, and what keeps you and me, what keeps us in samsara, in this involuntary state where I have to take on over and over unpleasant things that I cannot control, and 8 worldly thoughts, something that is done every day, and it contributes to stay in this suffering state. And maybe you will say, oh, I don't suffer, or it is not that bad, can be worse. And this is why class 6 comes, and we will learn more today about samsara and about first step, right? Class 5, we started to talk about renunciation. Step 1, to evolve into a different being, to walk this path of human's evolution and become an enlightened being. And step 1 is renunciation. And I remember when I was taking this class almost 10 years ago, I was thinking, wow, it is so depressing. And now I understand it was depressing because I didn't get the meaning. The meaning of, because we will talk today about 6 human life sufferings, and I was thinking, oh, they're a little bit too negative. But the issue is, if you do not know that you are in a bad situation, you will not be motivated to do anything about it. Okay. I would like to remind you that at the end of the class 5, we were talking about 2 things, and I would like to go a little bit back to these 2 things because I have an impression that it is important. And these 2 things were 2 meditations to eliminate desire for this life. And I think I need to pay more attention what it means, because I remember when I heard it, like, to eliminate desire for this life, I was thinking, oh, that's weird. It actually sounds like I'm talking about almost like a suicide, like eliminate, I don't want to live anymore. What? Do I want to stop my own existence? And this is not at all about my own existence. To eliminate desire for this life means to eliminate the desire to be back into uncontrolled life, suffering life, where anything bad can happen any moment. What I didn't know that time, I think it is very important for you to hear now, that you are basically your mental stream, moments of your awareness that are that you are living through every moment. And this stream of your awareness will never be stopped. You are guaranteed that your mental stream will go on, will continue independently on your body. After our death, our mental stream does not stop, and our seeds continue to ripen. So it is not at all about like spiritual suicide or something like that. Like, I was thinking, wow, I should stop the desire for this life, for next life. I mean, where I will be, it's kind of not comfortable to be nowhere. And this is not at all about it. And we said that first half is to think about how difficult it is to find this life that we have. They call it in ancient sources the life of leisure and fortune. And this is and it is called the life of leisure and fortune because we have some freedoms and some advantages. Like, for example, we have these teachings and we live in countries where generally it is not acceptable to be unethical, to steal, kill, etc. We are not born as an animal, etc. So, and it is also important to know that human's life is very rare. If we will talk about endless lives we have been through already, and course 4 will will give you more information about it. It's a beautiful course, and you will learn why, if you will accept just one past life, you automatically accept countless number of past lives. So, and in these teachings, they said that Buddha Shakyamuni himself, he said that the chance to be born as a human, comparing to, let's say, less fortunate existences, is equal to the chance for an old turtle to swimming in an ocean. So once every 100 years, it goes up to get some air. And then there is a ring floating on the surface of the ocean, and the chance to be born as a human is the chance of this being to get in the center of this ring floating on the surface of the ocean every 100 years. So pretty rare. And so from one side, we value this birth in this on this planet. And from another side, we remember that we have an issue. If you are human with this flesh and bones, this will not stay. This should die. So I have an issue. I can be okay for a while, but then I will get old, I will get sick, and I have to die. And this is not depressing, this is liberating. It is similar, like, I don't know, I had a friend and she had a boyfriend who didn't love her. And he was behaving really badly. He did not respect her. And I was wondering, like, why she's tolerating it. And then she was thinking he loves her, and he didn't. And once she asked him, "Do you really love me?" And he said, "I'm not sure." And if a man says that he's not sure, it means no. So, like, to think that something good will happen to me when I still hold this body, out of flesh and bones, and do not control my karmic seeds ripening and creating my reality, is the same as to hesitate to ask this boyfriend whether he loves you or not. And then you ask and he says, "No, I don't love you." And you get liberated, because you think, oh, okay, he doesn't love me, it is painful, but it's true. And then I can do something else with my life. I will not waste my time with this boyfriend who does not love me. And I was thinking about this desire to this life, that it plays a very bad joke with us, because mainly the reason why we are born into this suffering reality is the desire in the last moment of our past life. We want to be born again. We want to have this body and this life again. And we do not know that together with this desire, all the pain comes included in the package. So it is not that we want to stop any life. You cannot stop your mental flow. It is not possible. It is eternal. But we want to stop suffering life. We want to stop uncontrolled conditions. I hope you will get it better than I got for the first time, and you will not be as depressed as I was. I mean, you can probably see it around you, because if you have any churches, look who is going there. Yesterday, we have a Christian library just at the corner here in Evanston, and we were walking by, and Bill told me, oh, I feel pity to these people. And I was like, what? Who? I didn't even notice there were people. And he said that this library is famous, that people with uncurable disease come there, like with advanced cancer. And it's like kind of related to church, but not church. They can talk, they can socialize with similar people. By the age of 60, 65, maybe 70, everybody realizes where it goes, right? And then people, they go to churches, they try to find the spiritual path. They try to get some information, what will happen to them, like what are the chances, where I will go when this flesh and bones will stop. So this is why we have this ACI courses, because honestly, ACI courses will help you to kill your death. And this is not an exaggeration, okay? Not just open ACI courses. You will have to go beyond open courses, but this is why we study here. And if it wouldn't be the case, like if it wouldn't be possible, then I can go to do something. If I'm condemned anyway, if I have to die anyway, then better I will, I don't know, get some drugs, spend some time, to get some anesthesia from this life, right? And many people, they do it, like people who understand that there is no hope in the life that we have right now, but they don't know that there is a way out, that you can do something about it. So, and I was thinking I will probably go ahead and talk about something that is important to accept past and future lives. Because in Western society, we do not talk about it. Our science is limited with our conception. They say, okay, before your birth, there was a conception. But before conception, there was nothing. You just came out of nothingness, and then you die, you go into this nothingness. And I will just explain in a couple words, and more information you will get during ACI 4, which is called the proof of past and future lives. So the main idea is based on the fact that that everything has causes. And they talk about, in these teachings, about a material cause. We had a very difficult time how to translate it into Russian at some point when we were translating these materials. But material cause is something that gives birth to something. It is being totally transformed into something. It cannot coexist with the thing it gives birth to. And it is made of the similar material, like, for example, clay and a pot. Like, while we have clay, we do not have a pot yet. When we make a pot, there is no clay anymore. And it is made of similar material. This is material cause for this thing. So, and if you will think, okay, you can think where your body comes from, what was the material cause of your body. But let's think what was the material cause for your mind. And then if you will review all the possibilities, this is why I love these teachings. They're not being cheap. They say, let's consider all the things in the universe. What can be the material cause for my first moment of consciousness this lifetime? Whether you believe it was the first moment you were born or the first moment of conception, it doesn't matter. There was a moment of the very first moment of my consciousness this lifetime. And then, what could it be? It should be similar. It should be stopped by the time my consciousness arises. It should be transformed into the first moment of my consciousness. And then, briefly, you are excluding all the physical things because they are not like mental things. They're completely opposite. Mental is what is not physical and aware, right? So it can be some consciousness, somebody who is aware, and it can be other people's consciousness or my previous somehow moment of consciousness, right? And then you exclude all other possibilities and you come to a conclusion, okay, consciousness comes from consciousness, and there was somewhere this previous moment of consciousness that was a Nyerlenki Gyu, material cause. This is Tibetan for material cause for the first moment of my life, for the first moment of my consciousness this lifetime. Okay. And very interesting. Okay, let me show the slides. So how we can stop this if we say that we are not in control? Basically, everything leads to suffering. Either I'm in a direct suffering, or I'm good, but I know it will end, or at any moment I can suffer for something else, like what should I do and what can help me? And basically, to do my slides. Oh, not this. Basically, we need to know how this reality works. What are the laws? And these laws are called the 4 principles of mental seeds, or you can say karma. We do not like with Bill to use word karma because it is so misunderstood. People, they think it's a destiny, or karma is equal to mental seeds. Mental seeds are equal to everything I think, I say, and I do. Everything that I think, say, and do create a mental seed in my mind, and it opens up and I see my reality the way I see it. And we will talk also about, I don't know why my screen is paused, that's strange. I'll do it again. Just a moment. I don't know, I hope you see my screen because I can see that my screen share is paused for some reason. It was not the way it was before. Do you see it full screen? Okay, if you see it, then I go on. Did you see the slide changed? Because I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, something goes wrong. I'm not sharing the slides. I wanted in the way I wanted to share. One more option. Okay. Yeah, I see that you do not see my screen. I don't know why. Very strange. I think this is what I will do. Okay. So, 4 principles of mental seeds or cause and effect. I think this is the most important question in the whole ACI course, because this is the mechanism of how reality works. And if we know it, then we can change anything. So there are just 4 laws, and everything is based on them. The law number 1 is actions are certain and they bring up similar results. What does it mean? It means that anything I say, I do, I think will bring me the same quality result. Like if I'm being generous, then I will get money, I will get resources. If I'm being stingy, greedy, then I will feel lack of resources, lack of money. And it is very similar to this idea of material cause, right? Because an acorn brings an oak tree. And in Tibetan, they will say Lengepa. Similar actions are similar to results. So what goes around comes around. what goes around comes around, they say in English. So nobody usually argues with this part. But then we have the second law, and I think this is the most important out of these four for us, because it says that consequences, results, are greater than the actions. Results are greater than the cause. Lepel Cheva. You can repeat it. It's a special blessing to repeat these words, because they were written by extraordinary beings. So what does it mean consequences are greater than the actions? It means that you can do something small and you can transform your life for the better or for the worse, depending on your actions and motivation behind these actions. And people usually they have issues with this second law, because they say, really, like I can give somebody $1 and get 1,000. I can visit an old lady once a week and get my partner. And you may have these doubts until you will get your results. Of course, we are not talking here about partners and money and health, because ACI is about spiritual purposes, and honestly, money and health and partner are very easy to get comparing to what we want here, because we want to stop, just think for the moment, we want to stop the death. I'm not sure if you will announce it today to your relatives, they will think that maybe they will think that you feel bad and they need to call for a psychiatrist, So we want some really big results. But for big results, this is the most important law. Then the consequences are greater. And if you remember, class 3 was about our teacher. And if everything comes from my seeds, obviously my teacher also comes from my seeds. It was not easy for me to accept at some point, but then this understanding came to me. And the reason why I can see somebody like my husband, who has done both open and secret teachings, or like Geshe Michael, who is an extraordinary being with all his realizations. How is it possible that they are coming from me? And this is how it is possible. I can do something small and I can see bigger results. This is why you can meet a being who knows better than you this path, how to get out of this cyclic, painful life. Okay, let's see what is law number 4. And this is the fact that if there were no action, you cannot expect for any consequences. Sometimes people get frustrated because they don't have money, or they don't have a job they like, or they have they don't have enough resources, they have bad health, etc., no partner, and then they say like, it is so unfair, everybody does and I don't have it. And you cannot expect results if you didn't do anything. I mean, you cannot expect to get your money if you are not sharing. You cannot expect to have a partner if you are never trying to help somebody who's isolated and wants to communicate to other people. And in Tibetan, we call it Lema Jepa Tanmi Trepa. what was not done, you cannot expect for results if you didn't do anything. The fourth law of karma, the fourth law of seeds, is also very important, because unfortunately we don't do only great things. For some reason, any person aged 25 plus, when they hear that everything they do, think, and say will go back, at some point they remember something they have done and they are not proud of in the past, and they say, "Oi, I have actions that I don't want to meet results for. I did something to somebody that was not really ethical. Maybe I offended somebody. Maybe I was angry with, especially, hopefully you were never angry with your parents, because it's a very bad deed. And maybe somebody will say they didn't pay taxes or something. So unfortunately, when the action is committed, the consequence should be cannot be lost. You will have to live through every single deed consequences. Je pachu misava in Tibetan. So this is very important, because also it can create obstacles on your path. And there is a special practice to clean your bad deeds if you have ever done something that you are not proud of. And it is called 4 powers. I don't want to go into details, but basically you remember where it comes from. You say to yourself that it was stupid. I don't want to get these consequences. I won't do it again, or I will do my best to stop myself from repeating this bad action. And you basically do something opposite. So these 4 laws of seeds, they are basic for every single practice that you will get at this path. Because if you remember my husband's favorite golden rule, he was saying that every single religion has the same exact or very similar essential phrase, like, don't do to another person what you do not get back, what you do not want to get back, or do only things that you want other people to do to you. And this is why, now you know why. This is the mathematics of all the religions. You get what you do. It is growing. I'm not familiar with many religions, but I definitely know that Jesus at some point was talking about getting back 2 times, 4 times, 8 times, etc., 10 times. And third, if you have never done anything good, you cannot expect for results, right? We do not expect, I don't know what, tomatoes or cucumbers to grow in the field where we didn't plant any seeds. And number 4 is if I have done something, the results are unavoidable. Nobody can stop them. Even people, they ask what happens when people die, what happens to their seeds. The issue is even our death is not completely under control. I mean, there is a seed around our death that will be guiding us to the next life. And it is very important if you have people who are at the end of their life to help them to pass peacefully, because the seed that will create, that will project their next life, depends very much on these seeds that they will plant around their death, their transition. If you understand these 4 laws, you probably can guess what your past life looked like, right? I don't know why, but people are usually interested to know about their past lives. So you can have a pretty good idea if you will just list the main events of this life and think about what seeds you had to plant, what did you do to other people to get what you have in this lifetime. Good seeds, they always produce good results. It is impossible to do something good that will produce a bad result. This is the main idea that you should have when you try to do this deduction. Okay, this is what I've got today. Somebody stole my luggage, for example. What did I do to other people that my luggage was stolen? I wonder. Or if I'm sick, okay, probably I was not really respectful to other people's health. And this is how you can also create antidotes to negative events that you're undergoing right now. I think it is important to mention that the laws of karma, they are basic. They are the basis of all the teachings, but you can change your seeds. How you can let's say, impact your seeds. First, you can plant new seeds, right? Then you can do these 4 powers that we were just talking about when you regret about stupid things you have done in the past. And it will weaken the seeds you've got. You cannot kill your seeds. It is impossible. Once a seed is planted, it is indestructible. Even my body will stop. The seeds will go on. The seeds will continue. And what happens after the death? Many people, they are wondering what will happen. What will happen? Okay, I understand. I have these projecting seeds that will project my next life, but how it will happen? Basically, after 8 stages of death, there will be a short pause, a short break. And after this short break, seeds will continue to ripen with the same, in the same way they are ripening now. And they will project your new world, your new personality, and everything else in this world. This is what happens after we die. The issue is, are we really in control of this process? Do you know where you're going when you will die? There are many choices. We have 6 different realms to go to, starting with Hell realm, Hungry Spirits realm, Animals realm, humans, and beings, pleasure beings called near pleasure beings and pleasure beings. very different existence. I mean, even in this world, you can see people can live totally a different life, right? I think sometimes that dogs in my neighborhood are having incomparably better life than many humans somewhere in Africa or India. I mean, it's not that it is better, it's incomparably better. My cat, he is sick today. I was thinking I will be late for the class because he had a surgery 2 years ago for his kidney stones. I spent over 2,000 euros for this surgery. And today he is getting another stone. And, you know, it's your pet. He loves you, you love him. You cannot let it die, right? But can you imagine 2,000 euros for somebody in India or in Africa? Like, it's crazy, right? And I'm buying him special food that stops him from, mainly stops from creating his stones. He still could do it, but I do my best, right? So even on this planet, we have war, conflict zones. We have peaceful areas. It is crazy on the same exact planet. And other realms, they are exactly like that, like the same difference that is between like wealthy neighborhood lifestyle and people somewhere in India where like 10 square meters, you can get a family with 10 children or something, you know? So, and the difference is extreme. And they have all different sufferings and different causes for this to get to these places. So we are not in control completely, even I would say partially. We are not in control of this process, and this is an issue. And if you will do 18 ACI courses, you will have a very good idea how you can stop yourself from being reborn in these lower realms. And also you will even have an idea that you really can kill your death. Then why are we so negative? We say, oh, the life is suffering. And by the way, there are 6 kinds of human suffering. Let's see if we will agree that we really have them, the sufferings. So, suffering number 1, nyepa mepa, the problem that life has no certainty. And you know, life has no certainty, like it means it is not stable. You cannot really trust that what you got today, you will get tomorrow. Not only your currency can inflate, not only there may be a war or something, there can be anything, absolutely anything, changing in the chemicals of atmosphere. You can see changes in seasons, but we can see anything, absolutely. Not talking about the fact that your friends can become enemies, etc. There is no stability, no certainty. You cannot fix anything in your life and say, and They were happy together until the day they died. It won't happen. This is a lie. It is all unstable. It is constantly changing. Second suffering of humans' life is the problem that we always want more than we have. We are never satisfied. Ngompa me. Ngompa me. There is a famous song by Rolling Stones. I cannot get satisfaction. I never liked this song, and I think the reason I never liked it is because it is so true. You can think about something you really wanted in your life, and I bet there were dreams that came true. I remember I really wanted to enter my medical university. Like, it was my dream. I was getting ready for 2 years. It took me 2 years of my teenage life to get there. And I remember the moment I was accepted, I was happy. And then in 5 minutes from that moment, I was like, oh, it's natural, it's normal. It had to happen. And I wasn't satisfied anymore. I wanted something else. I wanted a new thing. And when I started to make money, I remember I had this deficient, how to say, because of Soviet Union collapsed in 90s, and it was my teenage years. My parents had difficult time to get even close for me because I was growing, and every year they would need everything new, and it was not the best time, to get something for your children. I had this wish to get myself more and more close. So when I started to make real money, I would buy everything I was thinking that is good. Like, I would buy 2 exact same t-shirts of different colors because I was not able to choose. And I was thinking that I will buy these t-shirts and I will buy 2. And then I will get really satisfied. Okay, I cannot select, then I will not buy one. I will buy both, and then I will get satisfied. And it didn't make me satisfied. It was crazy. So this is, if you have something like that, it's not your fault. It's our human condition. We cannot get ever satisfied. It's one of 6 sufferings of a human's life. Then, I don't know, I think the images here are very positive, but look what is written. The problem that we have to keep shooking of bodies and over and over again. I mean, Yandu Dorva, Lu Yangne Yandu Dorva. It means we have to drop off our bodies again and again. It means we have to die. And as of today, I'm not in control of this process. I want to be in control. As of today, I have still to work on this. And if you're like me, it is something that should motivate you to study these teachings. Then something that, because I'm a pediatrician, I'm a children doctor, I was never thinking about this suffering. I was thinking to get birth, it's a great thing to do. It is pleasant. It's all great, glorious. And here they say that we have to be born again and again, over and over again. Yan yan nin sam jorva. And actually, it looks like when children are being born, they are going through tremendous sufferings themselves. Like it is scary to go through this process of birth, through the birth process. They are changing the environment. It is cold. It does not, the whole atmosphere does not feel friendly. They were fine in their mom's womb, but then the water is gone, and then everything is pushing, and it is dark, and it is cold and scary. So apparently it's a huge suffering as itself. So suffering number 5 is called in Tibetan Yan Yan Totem Du Gyurwa. Problems, it's a problem that we have ups and downs. If you're like me, I was working for over 15 years in big pharmaceutical companies, and you know, like your normal day at work is somebody praised you, somebody is in conflict with you, and the next day the same people may be in the opposite roles. Like it's crazy. They raised your salary, then they fired you, and you cannot really do anything about it. Sometimes you feel better, and you are in better health condition, in better humor, sometimes in better mood. Sometimes everything just goes bad. Like, I don't know, COVID starts, then your mom gets cancer, then the war starts, you know, and you're not really in control of these things. And the last one, this one is very deep, because you're always alone. We think we have people around, but all our seeds will ripen. Everything I have planted will ripen in me personally. Ultimately, I have to live through all my seeds planted previously alone. Drog mappa. Drog is a word for friend in Tibetan. No friends. Ultimately, we are being born alone, and we die alone, and we have to go through all the sufferings planted by us, by our past seeds alone. Okay. I was thinking about there was one great practice by ancient followers of these teachings. Their name was Kadampas, and they were very much like us. I mean, I didn't know these teachings in my childhood. None of my parents knew these 4 laws of karma or 6 sufferings of humans' life. They were doing their best to live their life decently, but I bet they would like to know all these things, like what is the mechanism, how it works, all of that. And in a way, we are very much like these first Tibetans that were walking. They were walking to India. It's crazy. If you have seen Himalayas, that I haven't, but I was told by my teacher of Tibetan, he says that Himalayas is like mountains after mountains after mountains after behind mountains. You think these mountains are high, then you come closer and you have higher mountains behind this, and then even more higher, even higher, like several folds of mountains. So these Kadampas were crazy Tibetans walking to India and back. And they were looking for teachers. They were looking for somebody who can teach them to stop their deaths, etc. And they are famous for being great practitioners. They were taking everything, every single advice they would hear and put right away into practice. They were not waiting. And the word ka dampa actually refers to advice. Ka is the speech, you know, like an advice, like put advice into practice. In many ways, we are these kadampas. I was not born with these ideas. Probably you were not born with these ideas, but you heard something that makes sense to you. And so these Kadampas, they had a very famous practice that was very helpful to start this path. They would look for the first bad thought. The practice was to find the first bad thought, like I'm happy, 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 happy. And then I detect that my mood goes down and I should stop this first thought. Because I will plant a lot of bad seeds afterwards. And this is how you can, by the way, measure your spiritual progress. Your spiritual progress is equal to quantity of bad seeds you are able to plant after something bad happens to you. So the more seeds, bad seeds you plant, the less seeds you plant, the better your spiritual progress is. Let's phrase it this way. Okay, so and at some point you may think, I was really debating myself whether I should talk about it or not, but I think I should. Let's take a meditation as an analogy. When you start to meditate first time in your life, I remember how it happened. I closed my eyes. I was thinking, oh, now I will be at peace. Now I will really be able to focus on something. Oh my God. I had an impression that I have cockroaches in my mind just jumping and, you know, running around. I was thinking, wow, that's chaotic. I was thinking meditation is, you know, like blissful and I will feel holy or something. And that's like a nightmare. But it is not because I didn't meditate correctly or something was wrong with my meditation. For the first time in my life, I have seen what goes on in my mind all day long. And in the same way, when you will start to practice these teachings, you may have an impression that things are getting worse. They are not. Now you know that it shouldn't be like that. Now you know that you can change something and you touch your seeds and they're getting scared. You will work with them. So if your life is getting worse, congratulate yourself because you are making progress. it means that you touched your seeds. And if not, don't be jealous to other people. All these purifications, they come in right time. So if at some point your life will feel worse, it will be a sign of your good practice. Don't worry about it too much. It will get better afterwards. I can claim. Yeah. So why we were talking about these things, like last time, samsara, 8 worldly thoughts, then 4 laws of karma, 6 sufferings of human's life. Remember where we are? These two steps, 2 lamrims that are not 3 steps in lamrim. 2 steps to stop the desire for this life. This, I mean, human, non-controlled, anything bad can happen any moment, this type of life. And these 2 lamrim steps were, remember about leisures and fortunes, benefits of your life now, that you can use it to get something better. And second, the death meditation. So starting with this, stop the desire for the life, for the suffering life, and ending with this 6 sufferings of human's life, it was all about renunciation. And renunciation is not about giving up all your money, giving up all your relationship. Renunciation is, I'm tired of the fact that everything goes bad with the time, and I'm not in control of what's going on. So renunciation means I am with my eyes wide open. I have seen this reality. I know that everybody dies here. I know that everybody gets worse with time. Everything changes. All the good things will stop. I have my eyes wide open. This is renunciation. And then we have the last question in this class. I think it is very beautiful. It took me a while to understand why it was formulated the way it was. Dun, dun, dun. At which point you will know that you have developed true renunciation. And why we need this true renunciation? Because it's your motivation to motivate you to do something. If you do not think that you have problems, you will not try to get them resolved. And I claim that there will be a moment of time that you will get to this true renunciation if you're not there yet. It is when you think day and night of stopping this suffering life. You have no attraction to so-called good things in this life. You realized the nature of this reality and of everything that is surrounding you. I mean, it's okay to want more money. It's okay to want a nice partner if you understand where these good things are coming from. The only reason why good things do not last here in this reality, because the seeds that we were planting were planted without understanding of laws of karma and without understanding of seeds and emptiness. The only reason why things do not, they have to stop. It should not be that way. It should not be this way. But in order to do something about it, we need to stop this desire for the life like this, where all good things are coming to the end and anything bad can happen any moment. And it motivates us to study. So, yeah, we need to understand about pain in order to want to stop it. And it concludes class 6. Thank you very much, all the participants. Thank you for your interest to these teachings. By the way, if you feel grateful, we do not collect any money with bill, but we will send you the links to ACI headquarter account, references, links to their, how to say, you can do donations using these links. So if you are grateful, then you can exercise your gratitude with ACI headquarter, and we will be very happy for them, because the whole organization is based on volunteers and completely charitable. Thank you very much, all the volunteers and all the translators, and see you tomorrow. Tomorrow it will be earlier. I don't know what time it will be in Europe. My time it will be 7:30, so it's probably like 2:30 European time, 2 p.m. So see you tomorrow. My 4 favorite last classes left. So, and Bill will hopefully will be able to join us tomorrow, because all the obstacles that we could have, we got them with the Bill's company insisting him to fly and Kat being sick. So let's use the opportunity and not waste our great seeds. Thank you.